The movie starts and we see a boy hanging from the roof. After this, we see the main character of the movie, Sharon. Suddenly at night, Sharon gets sick. Sharon's husband brings Sharon to the hospital, where we find out that her appendix has been damaged, and now the doctors have to do Sharon's surgery. At the time of the surgery, Sharon becomes unconscious, and now when her eyes open, she finds herself in a very strange room. In this room, her hands were tied to the bed, and a red liquid was being injected. As soon as she wakes up, a doctor comes there and tells her about her condition. Here, the doctor tells Sharon that she became mentally sick after the surgery. Since then, she has been here. Now she asks the doctor where she is, but the doctor leaves without telling her anything. Then she sees a surgery scar on her belly, which is now completely healed. But with this, she realizes that she has been here for a long time. Here, the doctor comes back to Sharon, and this time she has a tablet in her hand. Sharon asks her a lot of questions, but the doctor doesn't answer her. The doctor tells Sharon to take the tablet, but Sharon refuses. So the doctor takes it away and goes out of the room. And there's some people catch her and inject her in the neck and leave her in her room again. After that, when she regains consciousness, the doctor's in front of her again. Sharon tells her that my family and my husband will come here looking for me. Then the doctor tells her that no one will be able to find you here. After that, the doctor locks her in the room and leaves. After that, Sharon hears some people's voices from nearby. Maybe someone is torturing them. When she looks out of the window, she sees a man. Blood is coming out of his eyes, and another man has come to take him back to his room. Sharon is very scared to see the condition of the patient. And then she hears some voices from the next room. And when she checks that wall, she finds a note near the wall. The patient in the next room had passed it to her. And then that man tells her his name is Everett. He also tells her that this is not any kind of hospital. During this time, some people come to Everett's room. Now Sharon can only hear Everett's screams. After that, Sharon starts thinking about her past. Yes, she remembers once that she had lied to her husband. Her husband knew this, but he still didn't tell Sharon anything. After that, we see that the doctor comes to Sharon's room again, and he asks her, "Have you done anything in the past that you regret?" Sharon tells him that I didn't do anything like that. At the same time, the doctor finds Everett's note here, which Everett had passed to Sharon through the wall. Here, the doctor has brought her to a room where there are many other patients. As soon as the doctor leaves, Sharon asks Everett what they did to you last night. Then Everett says that they cut my tongue. Hearing this, Sharon is shocked because Everett is still able to talk to her. It is very difficult for her to believe all this. Then Everett tells Sharon that these people are doing some experiments on us. Now my tongue has grown back. And here another patient also tells her a very shocking thing. These people have burned her alive many times. With their treatment, she gets better in a few days. Now all those patients tell Sharon that whatever happens, don't let these people enter your room. With this, the siren goes off here. Because of that, all those patients suddenly get scared. Here the doctor comes again and sends them all back to their rooms. And at the same time, he also tells Sharon that you will have to go to your room now. Now Sharon doesn't understand anything. She asks the doctor, "When will I go home?" But the doctor ignores her and leaves her in her room. After returning to the room, Sharon thinks back about her past, and we find out what she had lied to her husband about in the past. She told her husband she was going to the gym and instead went to a grave. Now this grave is also a mystery for us, which we will find out later. Here now Sharon is looking out of her room, and suddenly the corridor lights outside her room go off. Sharon sees that two men are forcibly taking a patient away. Meanwhile, Everett comes to the hole in Sharon's wall. Everett tells Sharon that this is actually a church facility, and then Sharon asks Everett, "Can't we escape from here?" Here Everett tells her that there is only one way to get out of here. She should also follow these people's routine and obey them. Sharon asks him, "Who told you all this?" Then Everett tells her that the doctor has promised me. If I follow their routine and obey everything they say, then after 3 months, they will let me go from here. Here Sharon says that I don't believe them at all. Then she sees that a patient has returned from the front. It is the same patient that these people had taken away a while ago. And now a lot of blood is coming from that patient's belly. Sharon goes to ask that man what these people did to you. While that man is telling her, the doctor brings the same red liquid that is being given to all the patients. And the doctor tells Sharon to go back from here. While returning to her room, she stops at Everett's room. There she requests him to help her get out of here. But Everett refuses her, because he is obeying everything the doctor says. Now here she is roaming around the facility and seeing very strange patients. While doing this, the doctor sees her and brings her to his cabin. Here the doctor shows her the photo of the man whom we saw hanging from the roof at the start of the movie. The doctor asks her, "Do you know who this man is?" Sharon thinks for a moment and then says, "If I tell you about him, will you let me call home?" The doctor agrees to her. And then Sharon says that this boy was my boyfriend. He suddenly committed suicide, which made me very sad. Here we also find out that the grave we saw in Sharon's past was also of this boy. She lied to her husband and went to light a candle. After telling all this, when she picks up the phone to call home, she finds out that the phone is dead. She realizes that the doctor has deceived her, and she gets very angry at him. And then she goes to her room. On the way to the room, she sees another room, where there is exactly the same rope that the man was hanging from. Sharon is very scared to see all this. And then some people from the facility come and pick up Sharon and take her to a room. Here they cut Sharon's foot very cruelly. And then the doctor comes there and starts treating her foot. And soon her foot heals. All this is unbelievable for Sharon. Her foot is exactly the same as it was before, and she can move her foot normally again. Then the doctor tells her about the strength liquid and says that any injury can be healed very quickly with this liquid. Here Sharon asks the doctor, "Why are you doing this?" And then the doctor replies that we only do this with people like you. After this, we see Sharon back in her room where she says, "I saw my boyfriend here a while ago, who died 10 years ago." Everett goes to the doctor in anger and says that you had told me that if I follow your routine, I will leave here after 3 months. But here I have also seen a man who has been kept here for 10 years. Then he tells the doctor that all this is not in my hands at all. And then Everett requests him to let me meet the management. The doctor takes him away. Here again, Everett's tongue is cut. Meanwhile, we see Sharon, who goes to the same room where she saw her boyfriend. But this time there is no rope there. There is only a piano. Then she leaves from there and sees that a staff member from the facility is walking there. She follows him and finally reaches the exit. But as soon as she opens the exit door, there is only a wall there. That is, there is no way out. Then she goes back to her boyfriend's room, where now she finds the same rope lying on the piano, the same rope her boyfriend used to commit suicide. In the meantime, her boyfriend suddenly appears from above. She is very scared to see him. In the meantime, the doctor comes there. And when she returns to that room with the doctor, there is nothing in that room, not even the piano. Now, when the doctor's about to leave her in her room, she cleverly steals the keys from his pocket. She takes another patient and goes to the doctor's office. After searching a lot, she only finds a map of the facility. But in the meantime, the doctor also finds out that Sharon has stolen the keys. They go to a room in the facility and put on staff uniforms. While trying to escape, a staff member suspects them, and that other female patient slits her own throat to save Sharon. And Sharon quickly runs away from there. She goes to a place and hides, where another patient is about to attack her. Then another boy comes there, and he is also a patient of the same facility. He pulls her inside a room because staff members are searching outside. Then that boy starts misbehaving with Sharon, and Sharon can't tolerate this. And as soon as the staff leave the area, she kills the boy and escapes from there. Finally, we see that Sharon has apparently left the facility, but many people are still chasing her. So she enters a house, but there is no one in that house. After a while, she realizes that she never actually left the facility. Here she sees her boyfriend's dead body again. Then we see that Sharon is being hanged as punishment. As soon as she regains consciousness, she is with the doctor again. And that doctor's treating her. Here Sharon asks the doctor, "Why don't you just kill me?" And then the doctor replies that we don't kill anyone here. And the doctor also asks her, "Did you do something in the past that you were ashamed of?" But she still doesn't tell him anything. The doctor leaves from there. And now Sharon goes to Everett's room. She asks Everett how he ended up here. And Everett replies that I had a very serious accident. And after that, when I regained consciousness, I was here. And after this, Sharon goes to the room of the girl who had slit her throat for Sharon. But that girl is still completely fine. Sharon asks her, "Why are you here? Did you do something in your past that you shouldn't have done?" So the girl tells her that she set fire to a farmhouse to save 600 animals from death. And her boss was also burned in it. And maybe that's why these people burn her alive again and again. Here the girl tells Sharon that there is only one way out of here, and that is death. And then Sharon tells her that we have already died. After that, Sharon tells her that when I regained consciousness after the surgery, I was here. And here Sharon tells her that I think we have already died, and this place is hell for us. Hearing all this from Sharon, the girl asks her, "What did you do that brought you here?" And here Sharon confesses that she had killed her boyfriend 10 years ago. And maybe this was the reason she came here. And here we learn about Sharon's past, that one day there was an argument between Sharon and her boyfriend. Sharon picked up a knife, and because of that, her boyfriend accidentally slit his own throat, and Sharon hanged him to cover it up, so that everyone would think he had killed himself. After all this, Sharon now goes to the doctor and tells him about a man who had written a book. He had once gone to hell and was tortured again and again, and then healed, because no one had understood this before today. "This place is hell," Sharon asked the doctor. "Are you a devil?" The doctor tells her that there is no devil here. In fact, he had also come here as a bad person, just like her. And then he obeyed the people here and followed their routine for 3 months. In this way, he also got the job of torturing other people. He says he did not want to do all this, but if someone refuses to do this here, then that person is tortured again. And this is the rule here. And here he tells Sharon that I have also been here for a very long time. And in the meantime, Sharon's boyfriend comes there and drags her to the same room where she always used to see the piano and rope. Now Sharon is fully convinced that this is hell, not a place for regret. And all these people have already died and no one can truly die here again. Now her boyfriend starts hanging her. Yes, she tells her boyfriend to kill me. But before that, listen to one thing. I love you very much. I have never loved anyone so much in my life. I still light candles on your grave. Here she apologizes to her boyfriend. She tells him to kill me, exactly the same way I hanged you. Now her boyfriend's heart softens and he does not kill her. Instead, he takes her toward the exit. Seeing the boy doing this, the doctor forbids him, but the boy does not listen to him and keeps taking her forward. As soon as Sharon reaches the exit of hell, she walks across a bridge and approaches the light, but as soon as her boyfriend steps onto the bridge from behind, the bridge breaks. But because Sharon has almost reached the entrance, she manages to grab it. Now when she looks back, she sees that people are pulling her boyfriend back. She moves forward toward the light. In the next scene, we see that Sharon has opened her eyes, and she is on the bed of the same hospital that we saw at the beginning of the movie. The doctor tells her that her heart stopped beating for 15 seconds. That is, she died and came back to life. She got a new life. And Sharon, still not fully believing all this, looks at her belly. Yes, her surgery wounds are still fresh. And the doctor tells her not to touch there. After that, when she goes home, she researches about all the people she met in hell. And here she finds out that everything that happened to her was real. After that, she continues to light candles on her boyfriend's grave. And here Sharon was saved because she killed her boyfriend by accident. At the same time, her boyfriend forgave her. And that's why she was able to return from hell to her life. And this is where the movie ends. See you again with the next video. Thanks for watching.